Alright, Shalom. All praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the nation of Israel, better known as the Great Millstone, and salutation to all you sincere brothers who push this word in truth and in sincerity. This was something that we had been speculating on Saturday, just based on how bad Venezuela is doing with its food, okay? And we were saying that this is gonna be a great time to implement the RFID. So kind of accuse the internet in a way where you just type in Venezuela RFID and see what comes up, right? Just a basic search. And a lot of articles actually came up. And this was one of them. It says Venezuela will be fingerprinting grocery shoppers to control how much food they buy. So this is just a step towards it. Okay. President Nicolas Maduro says a mandatory fingerprinting system is being implemented at grocery stores to combat food shortages. He calls it an anti-fraud system, like the fingerprint scan the country uses for voting. So they've been conditioning this place for a while, and this is the perfect opportunity to bring it in because when people are starving, they'll do anything. They'll abandon a lot of their own beliefs and faiths just to eat, as you've seen with stated by General Yohana, you know. And Nate's kind of alluded to it when he said, "What's a scripture gonna do when someone's hungry?" Right. So showing you that they don't really have they don't have that faith. Okay. Um, so there's a lot of articles out um, that are dealing with this technology. This guy already did a video on this back in February of 2014. So just showing you that we're closer to this chip. And one thing, people will make fun of the chip and say that it's not the mark of the beast, or the mark of the beast isn't the RFID chip. Um, but I remember one guy was interviewed. He was out there teaching, and some brothers went up and asked him, what what is, and he was like, I don't believe it necessarily is. I'm not gonna take the chip, but I don't believe it necessarily is the RFID chip. That was what he was saying. But it tells you that you're not gonna be able to buy or sell except you have this mark. And again, when you go into this word mark, it's charagma. Okay, and he was saying he doesn't believe it because this is in Greek. He says, so I don't believe it because it's in Greek. Just showing you that the Most High put that blinder on him just because of a language. When it was said that we were going to be scattered out throughout all nations, kindreds, and tongues back in the curses of Deuteronomy. So this guy's just, being willingly ignorant and being proud, overly proud, you know, um, and not, and thinking this, that mindset, part of that mindset comes from thinking that this is only a so-called black thing, man. That being an Israelite is all about black people. Look, when Yahweh Shai comes back, he's not looking for black people. He's not looking for niggas. He's not looking for spicks. He's looking for Israelites. He's looking for the tribes. Okay, he's looking for Israelites. He's looking for the tribes. He's looking for the 1/3. He's looking for the elect. He's looking for the 144,000, and they're already sealed. Okay, we just got to go out there and do the work. So all these groups that turn this into a black thing, into a black power movement, the House of Consciousness, IUIC, ISUPK, uh, you name it, Sicario, the murderers, you name it. These guys turn this thing into a black power thing. Most I ain't dealing with these fools, man. Okay, that's just an obvious thing. Okay, so charagma is the cutting of the flesh, and the reason you're not supposed to take it, again, is because that's against the law. The law tells you to not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead. Now, also, um, as you look into these words a little bit more, which people don't like to do, um, Their right hand being dexios, gone into that before. Okay, their right hand being dexios in the Greek, which literally means right, but also it's another way, metaphorically, a place of honor or authority. So you're giving honor, basically you're worshiping. Okay, to give honor is to give praise, is to give glory, is to worship the so-called white man, the devil himself. Okay, so that's another reason why you don't take it. You're idolizing and putting another god before you. Okay, so there's that word. Now, just for curiosity, because they say, oh, what about it? You don't have a leg. Well, you can put it in a prosthetic leg, idiot. You're still taking it. Okay, and you're still pledging. Okay, so foreheads, I think it's metopon or me. I think it's an A. Let's see.
Strong's G 3359 Metopod.
Metopon.
Metopod.
The space between the eyes and the forehead, right? Metopon from G3326, an opposite of the face, the forehead, and opposite the countenance or forehead. Space between the eyes, the forehead. So that's seared in your mind. Okay, right here, look at Revelation 7:3, the same word for forehead, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their foreheads. That goes back to, what is that, Esdras? Mark, go through the midst of the city and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and cry against the abominations done in the midst thereof. So there's two different marks. There's a tawa, which is exempt from judgment, and this other mark, which is these people being, their conscience being seared and thinking that this devil is going to solve all their problems. Okay, that's a lot. Um, here's another one where the same words used, showing the same concept. Revelations 9:4. But only those men which have not the seal of the Most High in their forehead. Okay, so there's the Most High. When you read Sirach, I believe, well, it's in the Apocrypha, it tells you the Most High works two and two, one against another, because he deals with balance. So look, the RFID chip is here. It's coming. It's being implemented. It's being pushed. What is this? This is German. Looks like. Okay. Zahaben Worden. So yeah, it looks like German. Um. So look, the time's coming. With that, I'll say shalom.